Folks, welcome to another episode of Star Power Baseball. You are in for a treat today, guys. I mean, a treat today. We don't need this thing on there. That's an unnecessary burden right there. Take the box off the table.
Okay.
This is Justin. Justin's my son. He's a Star Power player, and we're going to play today. Tell them about what you know about Star Power.
It's old All-Star baseball game reinvented, and it's got all the best players, and you get to make your own lineups and manage your own team. It's fun.
Probably need to speak up because the mics are a ways away, so probably need to do almost yell.
Okay.
Just letting you know, hey guys, we're doing this. Hey, I'm going to do one thing here, if you don't mind. I'm going to get this just to where it's on the table. Because you don't need to see our legs and stuff. They don't need to see that. Okay, so now it's cut. Guys, what we're going to do today, we're going to play a game of Star Power Baseball. Probably around the third inning, we're going to have to change batteries because we've been messing around trying to get this right for a while. It's our first time playing on a brand new game board, and I would like to introduce that game board to you right now by taking this away. This is our brand new game board. I want you to see it. Now, we've got it all set up for you right now. I got to take my batter out. And as you can see, we're going to be playing at the Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio. That's what this ballpark is right here. It's the Great American Ballpark. You see our emblem in the center, and we'll run the bases on their infield right here. Pretty cool, huh?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we don't have to put a new diamond on there. We've already got it on there. We're going to use the real dirt from Cincinnati.
All right.
It'd be cool if I had some real dirt on there. Wouldn't that be awesome? Okay. And what we're going to do here also is we're going to be able to keep score right here on the game board. You see where it says score? We're going to keep score on that with 10-sided dice, so you can see what the score is at all times. Mine shows 0-0. What is yours showing? There you go. Now we got it going 0-0. We're going to keep track of the outs. See if it says outs. We're going to keep track of the outs with a D3. We're going to keep track of what inning it is with another 10-sided die. We're going to keep track of our pitchers' fatigues up here. And I got to figure out what's going on. My pitcher that I'm starting with today is going to be Walter Johnson. And Walter Johnson this is the 1916 All-Star team, okay, from the American League. And I did it. Walter is a 9'4", you can see that. He's a S9 plus 4, so he's going to get 13 pips. So I'm going to take my gray dice here, and I've got to get 13 somehow. So I've got 6, and 6 is 12. But he's 13, and I don't have another die because Justin's going to be using that, and my other dice is for his respins. So I'm going to have to put my respins here, and the way I'm going to indicate 13 is by stacking the die like that. So when I lose a pip, I'm going to take the dice off, and I'll go down to 12. Now, what's your pitcher? And who are you using?
I'm using
By the way, what team are you using?
1961 All-Stars.
What league?
National League.
National League All-Star. Who's your pitcher?
Warren Spahn's pitching.
Okay, and what's he rated?
He is a +2 S8, so he'll get 10.
He gets 10 pips. You probably need two hands a lot of times. These spinners are brand new. I just built this game board today. Now that's respins. Are you going to put that in the respin stack? Okay. So you got him with 10 pips and 2 respins.
Yep.
Okay. We're going to keep track of batter respins in the provided with the game Star Power Baseball batter respin notebook. And we're going to use our golf pencil to do it with, which also comes in the game. Now we have managers that we're going to use also. I'm using John McGraw, who is 2 challenges and 3 coaches. And Justin is going to be using, just newly elected to the Hall of Fame,
Jim Leland.
Jim Leland, and he is also a 5 token manager. He gets 2 challenges and 3 coaches. We'll be using that. All right, Justin's going to be the visitors. He's the visiting team. I'm going to be the home team, and I took the notebook off because this is what I will keep track of the batter respins in my notebook. If they use the respin, I'll write their name down and put a slash by it. Okay, and we are bound to use some respins, don't you think?
Yeah.
We've got it. All right, you want to introduce your lineup to everybody so they know who you got and just kind of lay it out and then turn it over when you do it. Or set them here, set your guys here and then just turn it over after they see the one like this right here. Set it right there. And then, okay, there's your leadoff hitter.
Willie Mays.
Okay, who's second?
We got Henry Aaron.
Oh man, Mays and then Aaron. This is the lineup I'm facing.
We got Eddie Matthews, Frank Robinson, Orlando Cepeda, Vada Pinson.
Vada Pinson, that was my mom's favorite player.
Ernie Banks.
Ernie Banks.
Smokey Burgess. And Frank Boylan.
All right, that's his lineup, and your pitcher's Warren Spahn. All right, let me introduce the home team to you. This is the 1916 American League All-Stars. I've got Eddie. Now, by the way, all the stats on these are based through the year. Let's see if I can do something here. I think I can do this. Look at this. I put this up here and go here and shrink us down like this. Right? Whoops, the wrong one. Let's do Control-Z on that. Get the webcam here. If I shrink us down here, I can put us over here and you guys can still see us. Okay, so we'll be over there on the side of the screen so you can hear us and see our interaction. I'm leading off with Eddie Collins at second base. The stats on these are cumulative through the year of the All-Star team. So Justin's are cumulative through 1961. So he's catching Mays and Aaron. And did you use Frank Robinson or Clemente? Frank Robinson. And who's your DH?
Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron. And their stats are cumulative through 1961. So you're catching all these dudes in their prime.
Yep.
Yeah, you got a team. Robinson was MVP. Aaron led the league in doubles. Mays is Mays. All right, I got Eddie Collins hitting first. These stats go through 1916. Tris Speaker's hitting second. Ty Cobb in the 3-hole. Who you think's in the 4-hole?
Home run back.
Shoeless Joe Jackson is in the 4-hole. Bobby Veach is in the 5-hole. He's my left fielder. Cobb is DHing today. Home Run Baker is batting 6th. Wally Pipp hitting 7th. He's the one that Lou Gehrig replaced because he had a headache, got beamed. Les Nuneker is hitting 8th. He's my catcher. And Roger Peckinpah, as Gentry calls him, the worst MVP in the history of the game, is batting 9th and playing shortstop. I am the home team. You are the visitors. We're not going to use injuries today. We will not be using injuries, but we will be using all the strategy cards. As you can see, we have the new strategy cards that we're using today. And the only one that we will not be doing is injuries because the teams are so limited. Okay, so introduce Mays, tell me what he is, and I'll see what is up. You ready to start playing?
Yeah.
You're ready to start playing. Well, let's get going.
Mays, 045.
045, my infield will play back for Mays. He's not a bunt threat. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do, spin the pitcher?
Yeah.
Here we go, Walter Johnson. He hits him right out of the bat. Well, let's see, what's it say? Right in the middle of the X, isn't it?
All right.
So Mays is on.
Fix is on.
He's going to lose a pip, so now he's down to 12. Mays is on first. What's he run?
45.
There's your numbers. Now, I have cool dice that have numbers on them. You may not do that, but I do. I have numbers. We're in the first inning, no score, man on first. I'm going to hold on Willie Mays.
Spin the pitcher.
Spinning the pitcher for Hank Aaron. Hit minus, walk minus. So if Aaron spins a hit or a walk, he has to respin.
Fly ball.
Do you want to use a respin with Hank Aaron?
No.
He does not, so that's 1 out.
One way.
Change the out marker, you can see it's real easy. And I'm going to hold Willie Mays on. Spin the pitcher.
Spin it.
Here we go for Eddie Matthews. Looks like a ground ball. You want to use a respin or you want to take it?
I'll take it.
You're going to take it, so we're going to spin the infield card. The infield card lands on the first baseman who was holding him on, so there's no change there, only if it was pulled. So it's a 1B. My first baseman is Wally Pipp, and Wally Pipp is a 55. Whoops, wrong. There we go. I have a 55. What does it land on? The 34, right? I'm going to choose the D double play because he's 55, and that's 3 outs. Also, because of double play and erasing the runner, I regain that 13th pip.
Okay.
So now we're in the bottom of the first inning. I have Eddie Collins up. He is a sack 355 plus. Infield position?
Infield's in.
Well, you don't want to move short to second.
Oh, in the corners.
In at the corners. All right, Collins is going to say, spin the pitcher. Let's try it out. What do you got? Let's look.
B.
That's a B. Here goes Collins. And he gets a 13. That's a single.
Base hit.
Takes it. So Collins is a 55 plus. We'll put him on first base. Lose a pip over there down to 9. And that brings up Tris Speaker.
We'll hold the runner on.
He's a sack 355. And your catcher is
Smokey Burgess.
Smokey Burgess. And what does he run?
He is a C44.
A 44. Well, Eddie Collins is a very, very, very good base runner, and he's going to steal second base. Try to, anyway. 55 plus goes down to a 54. We have a C15. Burgess is a
4-4.
So you win on the 1, but you lose on the 5. For you to get to choose, you have to win on both. You don't, so I'm going to choose between the X and the S. I'm going to choose the S. Safe. Stolen base for Eddie Collins. Leaving up still, Tris Speaker with a runner on second and nobody out. You're going to stay back?
I'm going to play in at third.
Spin the pitcher. Here we go. What do you got?
H walk minus.
Hit walk minus. These pitchers are all-stars. They're a reason that they are. Spinning Speaker. That's a 12. You're in at third, right? Mm-hmm. I have a left-handed batter. He just hit an opposite field ground ball. That's going over here. If you'll spin that and it lands on third base, it's a single. It does not. It's to the middle infielder on that side. That'll be your shortstop. Okay? Spin it again.
Ernie Banks.
The result is E. Okay? You do have a bench coach. If you want to use the bench coach to respin that, you may. Otherwise, I'll have runners on first
All
and
right,
third.
we'll use our bench coach.
Put it on your bench coach. That means you can't use him again.
Okay.
That's why you leave all your tokens up on the top. So your bench coach is burned. You spin it again to get off the E, and look what happened there. It's on the E, so that's still an error. He really kicked that ball. He played some soccer there. So we go to third here. Tris Speaker is a 55. You lose another pip. There is nobody out, and up comes the Georgia Peach. He's a 355 plus, but he can't drag bunt with a runner on third.
We'll play back.
They're going to play back. Cobb is going to swing away, spin the pitcher. Here we go.
B.
Is that a B or is that a line?
That's a B. Yeah.
It's a B? Okay. Cobb spins on the B and gets looks like an 8. Cobb is going to use a respin, and I'm going to record that in my respin book. You can see I wrote it down. Cobb, 1. That's what this book's for, man. I love my notebook, man. We get a golf pencil with it, no extra charge. All right, so Cobb's burning a respin. Here he goes. A 12. The infield's back.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to score. Now you're going to spin the card to see if it goes to the short or the third. Goes to the shortstop. Spin it again, see if you turn 2. Who's your shortstop?
Ernie Banks.
Ernie Banks?
He's a
Looks like you got a P4.
Ernie is
What does it say?
SP5R3.
Is that what that says up there? P4, right?
Yeah.
He's a P5?
Yeah.
So you get your choice between D or F, double play or
Double
force play. So it's a double play, so he's out. The run scores, but you gain a pip. So now I have 1. Okay, so now you can see the score is 1-0. Yes. And now my cleanup hitter's up. Shoeless Joe Jackson.
That's 3 outs, right?
That's 3 outs.
No, that's 2 outs.
It's 2 outs. We didn't change the outs because there was no outs. Cobb hit third. We need to keep track of that. Make sure we do. Shoeless Joe is a 344.
Laying back.
And you got a B, it looks like. Is that B?
B.
Okay, here comes Shoeless Joe. The bad thing about my team is I'm loaded with left-handers. My first 4 hitters are lefties. Here we go. 9. Can't respin a walk. Shoeless Joe walks. Lose a pip. And up comes my number 5 hitter, Bobby Veach. He's a sack 342. Shoeless Joe's on. And what we're going to do here is we're going to do what they call a full count hit and run. I'm going to spin the hit and run card right here. If it lands on anything but batter misses pitch, you spin the pitcher. If it lands on batter misses pitch, it's strike 3 and the 3rd out. Here we go. It lands on the spin the pitcher. So we're running on the pitch, spin the pitcher.
B.
And Veach gets a B. And here it goes. And that's a ground ball for the 3rd out. So he's out. That's 3 outs. And we go to the 2nd inning. You want to change that to 2. And what's so cool now about this game board is you get everything's there. You no longer have to have a score sheet. All you got to do is keep tabs of the batter respins. All right, so we're in the 2nd inning. Walter Johnson, who you got? Frankie Robinson. Here we go. We're going to play back. You don't have any bunters. Home run minus.
Strike 3.
Now, if you want to, you can respin that because you have a batting coach.
Not yet.
He's not going to do it, so that makes it 1 out. Okay, who's next?
Orlando Cepeda.
He's not going to bunt. You got all these power hitters. That looks like a K. Can't respin a K, that's 2 away. Veda Pinson. And we're spinning Johnson, home run minus.
Strike 3.
Ooh, so that's 3 outs. And now I'm up. Bottom of the 2nd. Home run Baker. He's got 2 respins. He's a 45 plus sack 3.
We'll play back.
We're going to try to drag bunt.
Drag
just
bunt.
to make you eat it.
Hey, you know what? I'd rather get a base hit than a double or a home run or whatever.
Well, I don't hit home runs. My guy's a little ball player.
Home run, he's your home run hitter.
Sack 1. Okay, on the drag bunt, the sack 1, you can choose between, I can choose between foul ball or out. X is an out, F's a foul ball. I'm a sack 3, I'm going to take the foul ball. The foul ball is foul ball, spin the pitcher.
All right. B. We're
It's not like
still
you get,
back.
It's not like you get three strikes. You get a respin, that's it. All right, here we go. So home run Baker gets, looks like a 9. That's a walk.
Yep.
So you're going to lose a pip. HRB, that's what I call him. We're on a first name basis. Me and home runs on a first name basis. He's a 45 plus. And that brings up Lou Gehrig's replacement, or the replacement for Lou Gehrig, Wally Pipp.
Hold the run.
He's a 245 plus. And we're going to play small ball, and we're going to go ahead and hit and run. Now, this isn't a full count hit and run. We will take the result on the card. Here we go. F is a foul ball, spin the pitcher.
B.
A B, spinning Wally Pipp. Oh, won't work that way, will it? I call whatever I want to on that one. Huh? Oh, what do we got? Look at that. Is that a line 3?
Liner.
8-3 line. My batter is a lefty, and you're a lefty.
Spawn's a lefty.
You're going to take the 8 or the 3?
The 8.
Okay, so we're going to do that. That's 1 out. Okay. Homer Baker didn't bat this inning, did he?
Yeah.
So that's 2 outs. And now, Les Nuneker. He's my catcher. He's a C55.
Homer Baker's on first base.
Oh, so there's still just 1 out. My bad. Les Nuneker's up. He's a sack 123. Spin the pitcher. You're holding him on, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we'll hold him.
What do you got?
Hit walk minus.
Hit walk minus. Here goes Nuneker. And he gets a 6. That's a ground ball up the middle. Nuneker has 0 respins, so he's going to have to use it. The ball's hit to the second baseman.
Frank Boiling.
Spins again. What you got, man?
Boiling
Looks like you got an R4. Is that what that is? Yeah, R4, huh?
Boiling is a 53.
Now, is that on the P4 or the R4? No, look up there.
That's on P5, it looks like.
P5 and bowling's a 53?
Yeah.
So you got a P5. You get your choice between force out or double play.
We'll go double play.
That's gain a pit back. He's out. That's 3 away. And now we move to the third inning. Switch the innings marker. And after 2, now we're at 1-0. Now you can see how once we get into this, the game will start moving very quickly once we start playing a little better. Still 13 pips down to 8. Here we go. Walter Johnson pitching to Ernie Banks. Was it hit him?
All right.
We hit him. He's on first, down to 12 pips. Second base runner that Walter's allowed, both of them come on plunks.
He's a little wild today.
He's a little bit wild. We're gonna hold Ernie Banks on.
Okay.
So spin the pitcher. Spinning for smoke. Looks like a G. It is a G. You want it to respin? You got 2, don't you? Just 1. You want to respin or no?
I'm going to use my batting coach respin.
Can't. No. Batting coach can only respin that card.
Okay. So we can use his respin.
Can use his.
This looks like a good time to use Smokey's
So
respin.
with a man on first, Burgess
See if we can get something started.
has 1 respin. So I'm going to respin Walter Johnson, who spins an F.
Not bad. Better than double play.
Okay, so 1 out. Brings up Frank Boiling. What is he rated?
He's a 321.
321. We're going to hold the runner at first.
Spin the pitcher.
Here we go. Walter spins a hit walk minus. What do you got? Look up on the thing up there.
6.
That's a grounder up the middle, so we're going to see who's at 2. It's a middle infielder. It landed on first base. That means it goes to the middle infielder on the first base side. That'll be my second baseman. That's Eddie Collins. I'm pretty sure he's a 55. But what does that land on? The A. So it doesn't matter what Eddie Collins is. He'll advance, and that's 2 outs.
Brings up the leadoff man, Willie Mays.
Willie Mays. I'm going to spin. You don't want to bunt, do you? Here we go to Willie. Oh, look at that. That is a K. Strike 3, and you can't make me respin a K. That's 3 away. So we go to the bottom of the third. Roger Peckinpah, Gentry's most unfavored player. He's a 345 plus.
Being a third.
Everybody, man, small ball, big time. Roger can't hit his weight. So I'm going to drag bunt with Roger to see just if I can get in. You're first and third in, right?
Just third.
Just third. All right, here we go. Outside one says E. Now, you've already used your respin on your bench coach, correct? So that is an error. And on a drag bunt error, we're going to look in the rule book real quick here, guys. We got to do this because we're going to go to the, let's take this up here. Take this down here. And then I've got to go over here. If I can find out where it is. Where is it? Bam. Okay, there it is. And we're going to go to the drag bunt part of this. And then rules of the respin, pitching key. You can see all these. This is the rule book. And the drag bunt should be right there. Is that it? Pitching strategy, off and drag bunt. E. What happens on an E, Justin? Right here.
Runners advance 2 bases.
2 bases. Even the batter, where's the batter go? On second, huh? Safe at second. So Peckinpah, because your guy kicked it, winds up on second base. And he's a 45 plus, an error, and you lose a pip. Your team's not fielding the ball well today. That's your second error.
Yeah.
All right. And
Third, if you count the respin.
And the respin, yeah, using your bench coach. All right. Now I'm going to get rid of this. Take it back down to the bottom here. See, we can pull the rule book up and then see, everybody sees that. That's the cool thing. They can see what you see. Eddie Collins, 355 plus.
In.
Infield's in, huh? Okay.
You know what? You got a runner on second. I'll just play in third.
You're gonna play in at third.
I need an out by it.
All right. Instead of that, I'm gonna say spin the pitcher. I was gonna steal third, but there's nobody out. What do you got?
B.
Looks like a B. This is all my lefties coming up here too. This is everybody's lefty. Strike 3. Okay. I'm gonna use my batting coach. So I take one of my markers and I put him on the batting coach. On an Eddie Collins strikeout, I'm using my batting coach. Here we go. Spin it again. And what do we have? 14, is that a 14-1 line?
Looks like it.
Okay, it's lefty versus lefty. You get your choice.
Take the 14.
You're gonna take the 14. Wait a second. I am gonna challenge.
Okay.
And when you challenge, because these are Hall of Fame managers, you get 2. Any line that you lose, you can challenge once a game, but I have a Hall of Fame manager, so I'm gonna challenge twice. Put that in your spinner. Now I spin first. This is my result. I get a 1. You can't respin that card. If you tie or beat me, you get your choice. Well, you can't lose. I spun a 1, you can't lose. So obviously the call was correct. So that's an out. Eddie Collins with the 14-1 line, that's an out. So you got 1 away. Brings up Tris Speaker, spin the pitcher. No, now I'm gonna steal third. My guy's gonna steal third base.
Okay.
He's a 45. They're using the inner circle now. You see the inner circle on the card. And it looks like it landed on the big one there, right? Was this one? That is a C12.
I have a 44.
So he's out stealing third. Gain a pip back. And 2 outs. Tris Speaker's up with 2 outs. Spin the pitcher. We're not going to drag punt. I know you're in at third still.
B.
Here we go. Speaker. And he walks. So lose it. The pip you just gained, you lose it back. Speaker's on. That brings up Ty Cobb with 2 outs.
Hold him on.
We're going to do a hit and run full count, which means you will not be holding him on now because you will play behind the runner with a full count. Here we go. Spin the pitcher. Anything but batter misses pitch. What do you got there?
Looks like a Z.
Where's it up on the thing? Is it a B?
No, that's in the Z.
You sure?
Think
okay.
so.
The Z, that's a wild pitch.
Okay, that's a B.
It's a B. Justin had to leave his chair. He had to leave his chair to go make sure. Okay, Cobb's gonna spin with the B. Here he goes. And he spins at 8. He's already used 1 respin. He's not gonna use his second respin. That's the 3rd out. So we switch innings. Speaker goes over here. And we are now in the 4th inning, okay? Well, I'm gonna use the all-star rules and no pitcher can pitch past 3.
Okay.
You've gotta change pitchers. So I'm gonna take Walter out and I'm gonna bring in my next pitcher. My next guy out of the bullpen is going to be Babe Ruth, man. I'm using the Babe. Okay. Babe is a 7 plus 3, so he gets 10 pips, 3 respins. He's a lefty, and the Babe is coming in to pitch. So here we go. I'm excited, Babe Ruth. All right, Henry Aaron. And the Babe spins a G. Is Aaron going to use a respin or no?
No. Oh, that's a G?
It's a G. See up there? It's a G.
What inning is it? 4th inning?
We're in the 4th.
Yep, respin.
All right, Aaron's using one of his 2. Respinning Babe. Okay. Babe spins a hit minus.
4.
Looks like a 4. You have 1 respin left with Aaron if you want to use it. That's 1 away. Now we're pitching to Eddie Matthews, lefty. Ruth spins home run minus. Matthew spins a ground ball, so we'll spin the ground ball card.
We'll use one of Matthew's respins.
Oh, they're going to use a Matthew's respin.
Gotta get something going.
All right, spin. And he gets a fly ball. We'll spin the fly ball card. If it lands on E, he's on second. Otherwise, he's out. 2 away. Frankie Robinson from Babe Ruth. Looks like a G. And that's the third out. No runs. Now you're going to change your pitcher. Who are you bringing in?
We'll bring in Koufax.
Koufax! And this is the weakest Koufax card of all the lifetime Koufax cards. This is the weakest. You better put your info up there.
1 respin, S6.
So he gets 7 pips with 1 respin. Okay, and I have Shoeless Joe up. Spin the pitcher. I know you're in at third. Oh my gosh, you're going to be in somewhere. I already know that, yeah. What do you got there?
HW minus.
I don't think that's an HW minus on Koufax.
Oh, that's an HW.
That's an HW. So if he doesn't spin a hit or a walk, Shoeless Joe will spin again. Here he goes. Shoeless Joe spins a 6. That is not a hit or a walk, so he gets to respin that. There's the respin. And Sandy strikes his butt out. 1 away. Bobby Beach, spin the pitcher. I know you're in the third again.
H minus.
That's a hit minus. Okay, here we go. That's a 6. That's a ground ball. So we spin here. If it lands on the E, it's an error. It does not. 2 away. Spin the pitcher for home run Baker.
Never mind.
What do you got?
How does a pitcher have an H minus?
Good. Ask the question.
And an H minus on his card, but he also has an H on his card and a dot.
Here's the reasoning. Here's why. His strikeout is bigger than his out would normally be. And so to make up for that, we have to negative his card. So to negative his card, he's got what, about like a 6-degree hit walk minus, very small?
Just hit walk. It's a hit walk.
Yeah, hit walk. He's got to make up for that because the K is more than his degree of out, and we always give you the whole K because we like strikeouts. Strikeouts are fun.
Okay.
Okay, spin the pitcher. What do you got?
Double H.
Oh, yeah, it's a home run Baker. So now a 1, an 11, or a 5 is a home run. Let's see if he can live up to his name. Here we go, with 2 outs. A 6. So HRB is going to use a respin on a home run, man. He's got to. Here he goes. Hit it out. Base hit. That's a 13. So he's a 45 plus. Koufax loses a pip. With 2 outs, home run Baker's up, and on first, and Wally Pip is up. You're going to hold him?
Yeah.
Spin the pitcher. We're not going to run on this one. What do you got?
Oh,
is that a H minus K line?
It's a line, yeah.
KH minus line.
Actually, it looks like it's in the K.
Okay, that's a strikeout.
Yeah, that's a K.
That's a strikeout. 3 outs.
It's not quite on the line.
Okay. The rule of the game is you don't change. Yeah, change it. The rule of the game is you call your spins, I call mine.
But that's in the K.
I'm good.
Orlando Cepeda.
All right, from Babe Ruth, here we go. That is a B. What's it look like? 2-7 line?
2-7 line.
Cepeda's a righty, Ruth's a lefty. You get to choose.
Take a base hit.
That's a 7. So he's going to choose the 7. That's a single. Babe Ruth loses a pip. Cepeda goes to first base. We're going to get some bullpen activity going right away. I didn't get my bull. I knew that I was missing something. My bullpen. I'm going to get up. Eddie Seacott is going to be warming up in the bullpen. All right. Man on first, nobody out. I'm going to hold that runner on.
Smith.
Veda Pinson, lefty to lefty. That is a G. Pinson's got a respin.
Respin the G.
All right, so Pinson is going to use his respin on Babe Ruth. Ruth spins a B. Spinning Veda. And Veda spins. Oh boy, that's right in the middle of the 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
You are never allowed to respin a 3.
Okay.
Okay, so Take Pinson, put him in the center of the board. Spin your 3 card. The 3 on the back, you got to quit moving that. Easy way to do that. Look, you can do that or just lift up the spinner. Now make sure we got view. We got view still. Let's move that down just a tad. There we go. Okay, spinning the 3 card. Let's see what it lands on. What do you got?
A 3.
1, 2. This is the 3. I'm gonna let you read it.
Catcher's interference with bases empty. For ease of play, the ball is dead and batter is awarded first base. So that's not it. With runners on base, this is a balk. For ease of play, the ball is dead and all runners advance 1 base. The pitcher is a bit rattled. Spin the batter as if the pitcher had spun an HW.
So what happened here?
The balk.
Babe tried to pick his butt off.
He gets called for the balk.
He gets called for the balk.
So we have a runner
The
advance.
runner goes to second. Guys, we've had a balk now. Goes to second. Pinson gets to spin as if we had spun an HW, just like Koufax did last time.
Okay.
And he's already used his respin, so he doesn't have another one. But he gets one anyway if he doesn't get a hit or a walk. What do you got?
Base hit.
That's a 13. The Babe's gonna go for you and use a respin here and make you respin that.
All right.
Here goes Pinson.
12.
A 12 is an oppo grounder, so that's over here. We spin the infield card, and it's to the shortstop, okay? We spin it again, and we see what happens. What is it on?
R3.
So it's on the white.
Yeah.
That means he holds.
Okay.
If it's to this side of the infield, he holds. If it would have been over here, he would have advanced.
Okay.
So that makes 1 out with a runner on second. So Babe's respin comes out great on that one.
Yeah.
It did. Okay, who we got now?
Ernie Banks.
Ernie Banks, man. We're gonna play back. I mean, what can we do? Babe spins a G. Banks does have at least one.
Spin it. Respin.
Banks is using his respin. Babe's respinning. Here he goes. That is, looks like an F, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So that's 2 away.
Smoky.
Smokey Burgess. This is lefty lefty. Here we go. The Babe spins a B. What do you got?
4.
Yeah, 4. Burgess does have a respin.
We'll use it. Oh,
No, you've already used it. I got it. That's why you got the notebook right here. Burgess used his respin. We got it recorded. So that's 3 away. And we're in the bottom of the 5th. It's 1-0. You can see the score. 1-0. 5th inning, no outs. Les Nuneker, spin the pitcher.
In the 3rd.
What do we got there?
A B.
A B. Koufax to Les Nuneker. Look at that. That's an 11. Koufax has 1 respin.
Go burn it.
He's going to use it. You better get somebody up in your bullpen.
Yeah.
Okay, here goes Les Nuneker's respin, and that is a 12. That's a ground ball. Let's see what he gets. No E, so that's 1 out. That brings up Roger Peckinpah, and I'm not going to bunt because I know you're in this time. He drag bunted last time.
Corners.
Corners are in. What do you got? That
B.
looks like a B. Spinning Roger. Roger spins a 4. That's a fly ball. So we spin that. Not an error. 2 outs. That brings up Eddie Collins.
Will be in a 3rd.
Spin the pitcher. It's 2 away.
Walk.
A walk. 9, 13, or 14 is a base on balls. And that looks like a 14. So that's a walk. And you can't respin a walk. So you lose a pip. Collins goes to first. He's a 55 plus. That brings up Chris Speaker.
We'll hold the runner on.
And Collins with 2 outs is going to try to steal second base. We play small ball. Here we go. I got a C. Where's that? C15.
Now 44.
44, so I get to choose because you win one but lose one. You got to win them both. Steal second base. That brings up still Tris Speaker spinning the pitcher.
Push him back.
Pushing them back now. They're not even going to try to stop the bunt. Looks like a big B from Code. Spinning spoke. He spins a 6. Is that correct? We're going to respin speaker. Here he goes. And he walks. Koufax gives it another walk. Speaker's a, is he 45? No, he's a 55. Okay, now comes the always dangerous power hitter on this team, Ty Cobb. So now you get to see Koufax pitch to Cobb.
Put back 2 outs.
Yeah, we're gonna say spin the pitcher because I think I can hit this bum. What do you got?
HW.
Yes! Now, you don't have any respins.
I can use a pitching coach.
You
I'm
can.
going to use my pitching coach.
All right, so now to explain this, we have Hall of Fame managers here, and that is the perfect time to use your pitching coach because you know that gives Cobb 2 spins and not burning his second respin. Great play. Brilliant play. What do you got? A B this time? All right, Cobb's going. Here he goes. A 10. You can't respin a strikeout unless you have a batting coach. And we do have a batting coach, but we've already used him.
Yep.
So we can't use him. That's a strikeout. Koufax gets out of the inning. 3 away, no runs, and it's still 1-0. Man, we're in the 6th inning. Guys, this game's going good. I am going to leave Babe Ruth in for 1 more inning.
Frank Bowling.
Yes, like bowl. All right, we're going to play in at third for Frank Bowling. That looks like a home run minus. He didn't get to take a yard on this one. What do you got?
8.
That's a fly ball. We spin the fly ball card in the holder, and not an error, so that's 1 away. Willie Mays spinning Babe Ruth. Oh boy, I might have hit him. Is that a BX line? It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get your choice of the spin the batter or take your base.
Take the base.
Taking his base, Bruce loses a
Mays' second time to be hit today.
We started the game hitting him. Willie's crowding the plate on us. He's crowding us.
Okay.
I'm holding that runner on.
Spin it.
Willie's not going to try to steal on my 55 catcher, huh? Looks like we got a B. Willie on the first, Henry Aaron up.
It's like an 11.
Let's see where it's at. It is. Okay, Babe's going to use his second respin, make Aaron respin that. And it is a
10.
strikeout. That's 2 away. Now, you can't respin a respinner. I tell you to use your batting coach.
Anyway,
2 down. We're going to hold Willie
I'm
on.
going to try and steal it.
Stealing a base. He's down at a 43 because I'm hoping to pick that arrow up.
We're going to try and get a guy in scoring position here, tie the ball game.
Okay. Now a 55 catcher. What's it on? Look up there. What do you got? On the H. So he holds. Spin the pitcher. And we got a, ooh, that might be a Z. That's a BZ line. Or lefty, we'll take the B. The Z would have been a wild pitch moving him up. What do you got?
7.
We're going to use our last respin.
6.
That's a ground out for the 3rd out. No runs.
Leave Koufax in,
What a game, huh?
but we will get some bullpen up.
Now, Ruth is going to go. He's not going to pitch another inning. He's done. Okay, I've got Shoeless Joe up. Spin back.
Oh,
344.
Be in third.
In at third. Spin the pitcher. Does that say HH? Okay, that means 1, 11, or 5 is a home run. Shoeless Joe, would you look at that, man? What do you got?
11-4 line.
11-4 line. Okay, I've used 1 challenge.
Yeah.
You're going to take the 4, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, you cannot make me respin. Shoeless Joe is going to use the challenge, McGraw's second challenge. So here it is. We're gonna spin this thing again. I get this now, hopefully I'll get better than a 1. Just pick that spinner up a little bit. The reason my cards are having a hard time sliding is because they're laminated. Okay, here we go. My spin lands on the 3. Now you get to spin. Get a 1. What do you get?
5.
Okay, the call on the field is correct. So Shoeless Joe is out. I burnt my second challenge. 1 down.
What do I?
Bobby Beach,
yeah,
342.
W.
9, 13, or 14. That's a 4, that's a fly ball. Spinning to fly the outfield card, that's 2 outs. Home run Baker.
And third, B.
It's a B. Spinning HRB right here. Here we go. A walk. Home run Baker walks. He's a 45 plus. And now we've got Wally Pitt. I'm going to do a full count hit and run. Anything.
Is there 1 out or 2 outs?
There are 2 outs. Let me look, double check. You got Veach out
And
Jackson challenged. So yes, that's 2 outs. We didn't flip the thing. You gotta remember to do that. Full count hit and run. If it lands on batter, misses pitch, it's strike 3. Other than that, you spin the pitcher. Here we go. Spin the pitcher.
About 1 strikeout, Sandy.
What you got?
A liner.
HW liner. Wally Pipp is a lefty, so you're gonna take the B.
B.
Here we go. Pipp looks like a 12. If he has a respin, we're gonna use it. He does. So, keeping track of this, man. We got a little notebook out to keep track. Here we go. Pipp gets a, oh, what do you got? Is that on the line?
It's your call.
Is that on the line?
It's your call.
Is that on the line? God damn it! I'm shooting so many liners right
There's
here.
been a lot.
There's been a lot, and I got lefty again on lefty because you left Koufax in. So that's the 3rd out. God damn it! Oh, man. Almost, man, almost. Okay, so we now go to the 7th inning. I'm bringing in Eddie Seacott. Nux. He's a 7-2. So he gets 9 pips and 2 respins. Okay, Eddie Seacott. And the score, we're in the 7th inning, it's still 1-0.
Yeah.
This is an all-star game. Wow, these pitching staffs are just lighting it up. Okay, Seacott to Frank Robinson. Here we go. Spinning the pitcher. Looks like a B. Okay, Robinson has 2 respins, and that's on the, is that a 4 or 9-4 line?
It's a 4.
Okay, do you want to use one of his
Oh, wait,
respins?
what is that?
9-4 line?
That is a 9-4 line.
Okay, I got the lines, I'm ready to ride. I'm gonna take the 4. You want to use a respin, or do you want to challenge it?
Can I do both?
No.
If I fail the challenge?
No. You have to use a respin before the next play starts.
I'll use a respin.
Okay, so Robinson uses respin.
Strike 3.
Struck him out for the first out. Or respins are not paying benefits this time except for the pitchers. Cepeda, here we go, Seacott. It looks like he got a B.
Ground ball.
6 is a grounder. Do you want to use one of his his only respin?
He's only got 1. Did I already use it?
Cepeda has not used it.
No, use it.
You're gonna use it?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Ooh.
13-5 line.
Okay, I'm righty, you're righty. I'm gonna choose the 13. You can challenge the call. Be a good time.
It looks like a 13 anyways.
Your call.
It's a 13. We'll call it 13.
Okay, so that's a
That's
hit.
it. 33.
All right, so we're holding him on. Veda Pinson, huh? Okay, we're holding him on. You ready?
Hold on.
Oh, gotta think. Do you hear that noise,
I don't
guys?
have a respin left with Veda doing it.
Pinson used his respin. And he's your center fielder. Or Willie Mays is your center fielder.
Yeah, I can shift people around. Because
So you can't change your DH though.
I'm not going to change my DH. I can move somebody to first base. Was it Cepeda?
Cepeda's playing first. You move him to the outfield and bring in, you got another first baseman out there.
Dick Stewart.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring in Dick Stewart as a pinch.
Okay, Stewart's gonna pinch hit. Put Veda Pinson in your burn pile. And Dick Stewart's gonna hit. He's got a respin. And we'll hold the runner.
All right.
Here we go. Spinning Eddie Seacott. And it looks like, oh, that's supposed to be a B. That's a misprint on the card.
Okay.
That's a B. He doesn't have a K.
K next to a K
It
minus.
doesn't happen. That's a misprint. That's supposed to be a B. I will change that.
All right.
Good thing we caught that.
Dick Stewart.
So he gets a B.
Pinch hit.
Oh boy, don't see.
Walk line.
A 9-1 line?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a righty.
I know, I'm a righty also. And I have a choice now. I can make you respin that because I have a walk minus and I also have a home run minus. So I can make you respin that either result, or I know you're gonna challenge it. And that's the dilemma I'm in right now. Do I make him respin in fear of losing the challenge? Because I can't make you respin after the challenge. And I'm gonna accept the challenge. You gonna challenge it?
So wait, what?
You got your choice between, I get my choice between a 1 and a 9. I'm choosing the 9. Are you gonna challenge the call?
Yes.
Then take this challenge card here. We'll put it in this spinner. And you spin first. And you get a 10.
10. Oh boy.
I'm spinning. I need an 11. I got a 2.
2.
You get to choose the line.
Home run.
Home run it is.
Pinch hit.
A pinch hit home run
Dick
by Dick Stewart.
And he still has a respin.
It puts a 2 spot on the board for you. Holy cow, was that just cool or what? All right, here we go.
Already
I lose a pip too. Home run minus.
Getting something started, boys. 4.
Is that a 4? That's a fly ball. And not an error, so that's 2 away.
Catcher.
All right, Smokey Burgess spinning the pitcher. And that looks like a B. What's Smokey get?
Base hit.
Single? Okay, leave him on. He'll be fine. Pip, Smokey's on first. Should be like a 0-0, isn't he? A 1-1? Okay. All
Bowling.
right, we're gonna be playing behind Smokey. He ain't
All
run.
right, we'll send the runner.
On a full count hit and run?
Count hit and run.
Okay, that's this one.
They're big leaguers. They do that for a living.
They do it for a living. Spin the pitcher. Looks like a G. Spin the batter, don't, you're out. Smokey's already used his respin, so that's 3 away. Now we go to the bottom of the 7th. Who's coming in?
Jim O'Toole.
Jim O'Toole, Cincinnati Red, 20-game winner that year, I believe.
6-1. So he gets 7.
He had 7 pips, that's right. Okay, Les Nuneker, go for it.
3rd.
You're in at 3rd for my catcher. I love this game.
B.
Here we go. Nuneker gets a 14. Nuneker has none of respins. 1 out. Roger Peckinpah. Spin the pitcher.
Young field in.
Figured.
B.
Looks like a B. Peckinpah spins. Looks like a 10. It is a 10. Is that a... No, that's a 10-12 line.
Lefty.
I am a righty, so I'm gonna take, doesn't matter, it's an out, but I'm gonna take the 12 just in case I get an error. And I have not used my bench coach yet, and I'm not gonna use it now, so that's 2 away. Spin the pitcher for Eddie Collins. You're in both corners, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Lefty to lefty.
B.
B, here goes Eddie. Here we go. This is my shot right here. That's a single.
Leave it.
Okay, he's a pip, 55 on first. That goes Tris Speaker.
Hold the runner.
We're gonna hit and run. Basic hit and run, not full count. A basic hit and run. F, spin the pitcher. I was trying to get the B or the H.
Home run minus.
Home run minus. O'Toole not gonna give up a long ball. Spinning Tris. A 4. Speaker is gonna use his second respin. You see here, he's a +2. Okay? So now he's burned. Here we go. Second respin for Speaker. Ooh, look at that. That's right there, and that's a triple, baby. We are tied up. See it on there? That's a triple. So he scores. He's a 40. He's a 55. It is now 2-2. By the way, at the end of 9 innings, if it's tied, it's a tie.
Okay.
It's an all-star game. Ty Cobb's up now, and I'm going to send the runner.
Hold him on.
I'm sending him. With the hit and run, baby. Let's go. Small ball. That foul ball. Damn it, I can't get a break on that hit and run.
Finally, we spun our first out with our pitching staff.
Cobb is making you respin that with his second respin.
Years. B.
A B. Cobb spins. Ooh, look at that. A 13-3 line. So you have your choice between single or we go to that 3 card.
I'm gonna go for a single.
Okay, we'll see where it's to. It's a 13. It could go anywhere. We'll spin that. And it goes to, looks like left field. So I'll hold him at second base. I will not try to advance.
Yeah, I don't need any crazy stuff happen.
Well, I don't need the third out of third base either, so I'm going to hold him at second. I got Shoeless Joe up, so spin the pitcher.
I'm back.
I'm not button. Spin the pitcher. I'm going for it right here. I'm going for the win. I'm going for the win right here. Shoeless Joe is going to use his respin. 1 at the 2. Here he goes. Oh, he walked him. Bases loaded. Lose a pit. He's a 44. Is this the first time we've had the bases loaded today? It is? For Bobby Veach. Let me see if I've got somebody in here. Veach has not used his respin, has he? No, and he's got 1. I'm going to let Bobby Veach hit. Let's go. 2 outs. What is that?
B. O'Toole's gonna use his respin.
Okay. Trying to get that out.
F.
Oh, man! But the base is jammed, too. What a spin. Way
Good
to
job,
go.
Toole.
Look at that. Holy cow. So we lose that inning. Nobody out. We go to the 8th. We're in the 8th inning, man. Moving right along. I don't even see caught in, but I'm going to warm up. I'm going to warm up Red Faber. Big White Sox pitcher. Okay. Here we go. Who's up?
With a Mays.
Top of the order. Oh, boy.
I think he still has a respin left.
Mays has not used any respins yet. And I got a home run minus.
We'll take it.
Spin the pitcher.
Walk.
I have a hit walk minus. I could make him respin that, but I'm not going to.
It's a walk.
I'll take that.
45.
Willie's going to be on first base, and who's up? Henry Aaron? That's all we need now. I'm going to hold Willie on.
I'm going to pinch hit.
No, you're not. Aaron's used 1 respin. He's still got 1 left.
You're right. All right, Hank Aaron.
Okay, here we go.
He's not the guy. He's not the guy to pinch hit.
Home run minus.
Believe it.
Home run minus. What do you got? 12. So Aaron's, look at that. That's 12-3 line.
Okay.
Aaron's going to use his second respin. Don't use him at 12. Here we go. Henry.
211 line.
Okay. I'm out of challenges. You have it. I'm taking the 2.
Tons of lines. I can't respin a respin, can I?
No, but you can challenge this call. So you're challenging?
We'll challenge.
So you use both of your challenges. That's what the Hall of Fame managers get to do. They get two a game. What do you got?
3.
Okay, that's what I got and lost. Here we go. I get a 7. So that, or a 4. 4-7, doesn't matter. Home team takes it.
So 2 is a ground ball.
That's a ground ball with nobody out. See where it's to? It's pulled. It's to this side, so it's to the third baseman. The third baseman is HRB.
P4.
HRB is a 35.
P is first.
So P is first.
So runners advance.
So A, you're gonna choose the A because I lost on the P. So that's 1 out.
Matthew got any respins left?
Yes, he has. He's got 2, doesn't he?
All right.
So he gets 1 more. All right, here we go in this tie ball game. Home run minus.
Walk.
Yeah, but I have a walk minus and I have 2 respins. Oh, he could hit a home run. I'm gonna let that go.
Walked him.
Walking. It just scares me. Those big ones, they scare me. Now, Pinson, I probably would have done it. But with Eddie Matthews, I'm not going to. And Pinson has used his respin.
Robinson's up.
Frank Robinson has used 1 respin.
Okay. Robinson.
There goes Seacott. Looks like a G.
Respin it.
So Frank Robinson now uses his second respin. Here goes Seacott. And that looks like a B. Guys, we just had to change batteries and we were right in the middle of Frank Robinson using his respin. So here we go.
We good?
We're good. Using Frank Robinson. Here he goes.
Walk.
Okay, that's going to load the bases, and Seacott's not going to make him respin that.
35. Brings up Cepeda.
Orlando Cepeda, guys. Orlando Cepeda with the bases loaded. Cepeda has used his respin.
I'm gonna. All right.
And he's in the outfield now, right?
Yeah. Can I bring in a right fielder to play left field?
Yes.
Okay. We're gonna pinch hit with Roberto Clemente.
Clementi's in, so he's gone. So here comes Roberto Clemente. Bases loaded.
Yeah, base hit.
Infield's in. Here we go. I got a G. Clemente, I don't think on that card gets a respin.
No
does
respin.
it? Okay, so the infield is in. So we're going to see where it goes
He is
first.
a righty.
Do what?
He is a righty.
Doesn't matter. We're going to have to spin the ground ball play at the plate card because the infield's in all the way. And we'll see who it goes to because it was a G, so see who it goes to. It goes to the shortstop. The shortstop is Roger Peckinpah. And Peckinpah is a 54 shortstop. Okay? He's a 54. So we spin this card again.
Play at the plate, right?
Play at the plate. And it's an R3. He's an R4. So I get my choice between F, C, or H. We're going to take either one. It doesn't matter. He's out forced at home. He goes to third, he goes to second, and the batter goes to first.
21. 2 outs.
2 outs. And the guy who's put you back in the game right here, right? Okay, here we go. The infield's back on this one. He's going to use his respin, I'm assuming.
Yeah, he has a respin.
Okay.
Give it a challenge.
Here we go. And the respin is a B. That's supposed to be a B. I'm going to fix that on his card. For those of you that have the 1916 All-Stars, Eddie Seacott, that's supposed to be a B. And it looks to me like he just hit a grand slam home run.
He did.
Now, I'm going to show you something that's a new rule this year that just came out. Eddie Seacott has a home run minus. And he has respins remaining. Because of that, he can use a respin and make you respin a home run. And he's going to do that right here and make you respin. And Stewart doesn't give oh boy.
It's a 10.
It's a 10. I was going to say, Stewart, all he does is hit home runs and strike out. Holy cow. All right, so we go to the bottom of the 8th. That was super good play. That was amazing. was awesome. Okay, it's tied 2-2, and we got home run Baker up.
Corners.
And HRB's used one of his 2 respins. Spin the pitcher. O'Toole to Baker. Gets a B, and Baker gets a, oh boy, what do we got?
It's a triple.
That's a triple. You can make him respin.
I don't have it.
You don't have any respins. Baker's on third base. That's, whoa, 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 whoa. Throw dice on the board there, Dennis. It's a 45 plus on third. That brings up Wally Pipp. And he's a sack 2, 45 plus.
Infield corners in for the plate. Infield in for the plate.
The whole infield is in. Hold up. We're gonna try a suicide squeeze. Okay? Now this is different. The suicide squeeze is different than anything that we've done. He's a sack 3. Wally Pipp is a sack 3, sack 2. We're not gonna do it with a sack 2. Too dangerous. We're gonna say spin the pitcher. Spin the pitcher. Sack 3, I would do it. Sack 3, he's not the, what do you got? Oh my goodness, struck him out.
The second out I spun.
Okay, that's 1 out. Les Nuneker is a sack 1. We're going to pinch hit for Les Nuneker with Ray Morgan is going to be the pinch hitter, and John Henry is going to come in to catch. Okay, so Nuneker is done. Ray Morgan's going to pinch hit. He's a 344.
Infield in.
Now we're going to use the suicide squeeze.
Hold on. Does the pitch out rule still work?
You can use a pitch out. That means all I do is spin the batter.
We're gonna hold the runner on third. And
Can't hold the runner. You can move the infield in.
Okay, we're gonna move the infield in for the plate to plate and pitch out.
And pitch out, so he cannot bunt. I was gonna use the squeeze. He's going to pitch out to prevent that, and he has to spin. Ray Morgan spinning. He spins a 13. There is no respin. That's a base hit. Ray Morgan goes to first. He's a 44, and the run scores, and it's now 2-1, or 3-2. I can find the 3 on here.
All right, we're gonna take O'Toole out.
O'Toole's, give it up.
Bring in Brosnan.
Jim Brosnan. And Ray Morgan's on, and that brings up Roger Peckinpah. Spin the pitcher.
Oh, I get 1 piece spin. B.
Here goes Peckinpah. Runner on first and 1 out.
And R3.
Here he goes. That's a single.
So it puts him down to 2. Oh, I'm gonna use my respin.
Gonna use a respin, okay. Peckinpah spins again and gets looks like a 6. That's a ground ball. Up the middle. The middle infielder that gets it is the second baseman. Bowling. And it looks to me like it's on the error.
Okay.
So that's an error. So we move up here, you lose a pip. Peckinpah goes over here. That's the 3rd error on your team.
On respins.
Unbelievable. Now we got the top of the order. Eddie Collins. This is what we busted open, baby. Let's go. Eddie Collins still has a lot of respins. Lots of respins here. Come on. That's a single. You have no respins. I'm going to score from second base. If you want to stop it, you can. Let's see where it's to. It's to the center fielder, Willie Mays. Spin it. Mays throwing home.
Holds him.
Is that on the H? Sure is, isn't it?
Looks like it.
It is. Okay, so that means bases are loaded with 1 out. Collins is a 55 plus.
Now, does he have to face 3 batters, or am I good to take him out?
I usually have him face 3 batters.
Okay.
I just do the major league rule. And that brings up Tris Speaker.
Back.
With 1 out,
Bases loaded, yeah.
playing for the double play.
Yeah.
Speaker has no respins left. Spin the pitcher.
B.
Okay, here goes Speaker with no respins. Fly ball. Let's see where it's to. That's a fly ball anywhere.
Right field.
That's fly ball to right field. I'm gonna try to score from third.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it.
Hank Aaron?
No, I have, Hank Aaron's DH. It is Frank Robinson, 54.
54, and what did we land on? P2, so it's gonna be an M. And you get a choice A or N.
M.
Well, an M to right field, he scores and he advances to third.
Okay.
So that's another run for the good guys. Giving us 4. And that brings up Ty Cobb.
Back.
Spin the pitcher. Cobb is also out of respins.
G.
And can't fight it. That's 3 away. And now, that's 2 away, I'm sorry. No, the fly ball. That's 3 away. The fly ball was the second out. I didn't move the thing. All right, it's the bottom of the ninth, or top of the ninth. It is 4-2. Seacott's still pitching strong. Faber is loose. We're gonna get another bullpen activity up there with Harry Kovaleski. So I got a righty and a lefty up, ready to go. And who's up?
Ernie Banks.
And Banks has used his respin.
Yep.
Here we go. Spinning the pitcher, B. This was Ernie's last year to play shortstop. He never played shortstop again after this year.
2.
That's an out. Well, let's see. See if it is an out. If he will kill us, it's not. So that's 1 down.
Smoky.
Smokey Burgess. That looks like a B. 2, that's a grounder. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Home field advantage. I'm going to take the white, so it's 2 away.
Frank Bowling.
And for the third out, we need to get it right here. Hit walk minus. Foul ball.
2.
Let's see if he errors. Does not, and that, my friends, is the ball game. Final score, 4-2. 4-2. Give me your thoughts. About the teams first, about the teams.
The pitching is real weak on this team. Is that the best pitching they had?
It is. In the National League, it was the best pitching that they had.
Yeah, their pitching is terrible.
The average ERA in the National League that year was over almost 4.
Yeah, I feel like the pitching on this team it's so bad that the offense doesn't make up for it.
Especially against another all-star team.
Yeah, and then the pitching on that team is so good that it almost overpowers the other team.
Here's what
Because I have one of the best offenses you can come up with.
Oh, well, talk about it.
This is one of the best lineups you can get. You got Mays, Aaron, Matthews, Robinson, and you just shut me down.
They did, didn't they?
Yeah.
They just shut them down. Spinning lots of outs. What do you think? I spun probably 10 outs that game?
And you got to use, the 3 guys that you used in the starting row were just 3 of the best pitchers that have ever played.
And they're in their prime.
Right, and then
they're in their prime. This is Ruth leading the league in ERA.
Yeah, and
this is Walter Johnson having 11 shutouts in a season.
My best pitcher is Warren Spahn, and he was out after the 3rd inning.
Yeah.
And he did a good job.
Well, you held the team to 4 runs. And we look at this and we examine this. Both combined, we used 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We used 17 batter respins in that game. I used 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You used 8. We used the respins. We were not shy about using respins.
Another thing I thought was a little bit mismatched about this. Your pitchers have home run minuses on
You
their
bet
card.
they do, yes.
Because no one hit home runs back then.
Or did they stop them from hitting home runs back then? Because they threw spitballs and curveballs and dead balls, and it was called the dead ball era for a reason.
So you have a tool against my team.
You bet I do.
You have a hand grenade.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't have anything on my team to counter what you have. So you have speed and base hits, I can't counter any of that. I don't have a good defense.
Well, your defense is better than average.
Not really. I mean, I don't think it is. You got, 53 second.
Catcher's a 44.
53 short.
That's
so
good.
it's an average.
Stewart didn't play first.
I feel like it's an average infield.
Matthews is good.
53, but you're still lacking 2 points on some of the most key.
Yeah.
And that's where it got me too. Especially the C44, that got me. But I just don't think I have anything to counter your team, right? I tried with a pitch out.
And it worked.
Did it?
Yeah, we got a force out.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
So I think this is a mismatch.
Well, before the game started, tell those folks out there what you told me was going to happen.
I thought we were going to beat you by 7 runs because you do. I didn't think you had that much out on your pitcher's card, but there's a lot of out.
Well, the reason that they have so
all of
many
your
outs,
pitchers have so much out on there. You were spinning at least 1 out an inning.
ERA of 2.11, ERA of 1.64,
Yeah.
ERA of 2.43. That's what you were facing.
Yeah.
And you were facing guys that have a WHIP of right like 1.0.
Every one of those guys had an HR minus.
Every one of them.
All of them had HW minuses.
Every one of them. Well, now Ruth didn't have an HW. He walks people. Ruth will walk you. The one that you couldn't believe was when Koufax had the HW and an H minus.
I just don't. I didn't spin very good. We didn't spin any home runs. We have
No, he didn't.
2 home
Well,
runs.
Stewart.
You spun more home runs than I did.
Stewart spun the homers.
Yeah.
He did, and we got him. Oh yeah, we
So
got
since
taken away.
when can you respin a home run?
That's one of the new rules.
You have an HR minus.
If your pitcher has a home run minus, and you have respins left, then you're allowed to make the batter respin a home run. Same thing with a walk. If the batter walks and you have a walk minus and respins remaining, now here's the kicker on that. What if you have respins remaining and your pitcher's fatigued? Well, they don't have a home run minus on their card anymore. That's a B. So if I'm fatigued, I can't make you respin that. But I was using the 3-inning rule on mine. My guys went 3 innings each, and they're just too good. This pitching was just too good.
Yeah.
Really over the top good. Yeah. And that's what this, and holding, I mean, I only scored 4 against your pitching. You held me down. Because I have to have 3 hits to score a run.
That's quite a bit of runs for that team, though, isn't it? 4 runs for
Not
that
an
team?
all-star team.
Like playing against another all-star team.
That's right. So your pitching,
My
well,
pitching-
you're looking at your pitching as bad. It's not.
Okay. Yeah. I don't have there's not a whole lot of outs on their cards.
Right.
There's practically none. So you're relying on that team to spin outs, and he's got the highest batting averages in baseball.
And these guys are all in their prime too.
Yeah.
All those 1916 guys are right there in their prime. I mean, you look at Cobb hit 400 that year, Jackson almost 400.
See, these guys relied on big, heavy swinging dudes striking out a lot.
Right.
That's where they got most of their outs.
So what you're basically saying then in Star Power Baseball, in your one time to do this, dead ball versus expansion era, dead ball advantage.
I don't think so. I think maybe if you play it again, I'm going to hit 3 or 4 home runs, and there's nothing you can do about it. Just like you're going to get 3 or 4 errors.
That's what killed you too.
You spin the
made
card.
3 errors in that game.
Well, you spin the card so much that, hey, 1 out of every couple games, you're going to get a few errors.
Right.
Well, you play this team again, I guarantee you they're going to hit 2 or 3 home runs.
Right.
You know? It's just law of averages.
Agreed, 100%.
So
100%.
the only reason I think it's a mismatch is because of the pitching. The pitching is geared to stop what this team does.
Okay,
This team hits home runs.
And this team's geared to
And
stop it.
that team does not give home runs up.
Cool. Now, we talked about the players, we talked about the game itself. Let's talk about the game board. What do you think of this new game board?
Looks great.
How did it play? Was it clumsy? Was it fun?
Oh, it's great. I mean,
I'm talking about with the outs and the innings here and the score over there.
yeah, it was fun.
Now, I did forget this a few times, and once you play, this is my first time to play with this board, so I imagine once you play it a few times, that you get used to that. You think?
Probably.
Yeah, okay. What else? What about the way the game plays, the play of the game? You said you didn't like the home run minus. What about, you haven't played with the error spins either, have you? Oh, you have? Okay. Okay. What else do you think about the game or the boards or the cards?
The only thing I have is in the very first inning, you were holding my runner on first base, and I hit a ground ball to the first baseman.
But
In the old rules, that is a base hit.
only if it's a pulled ground ball.
Okay.
If it's a ground ball anywhere, then it's not. But or pulled or oppo, whichever one
Because
it would hit to him.
in the very next inning, very bottom half of that inning, I was in at third base, and you hit a ground ball to third base, and it was a base hit.
Because I had 12. My lefty hit a 12.
Okay. That's kind of confusing to me, but
Okay, that can get confusing. Once you get the flow of it, though, it's understandable. And I get you. So it's like, you see this guy here, he's a left-handed batter. So if he spins a 12 and you're in over here and it lands on third, that's a base hit. But if he spins you spin a G, doesn't matter. All you're spinning then is errors.
okay.
Okay? What else did you notice? Anything? I'll tell you what I noticed was I was making him respin very little unless it really mattered, because I was scared to death of the home runs on that team. That team, in any inning, you can hit 3 home runs.
Right.
That team is scary good. And I got very lucky that you were spinning very badly. You did not hit the one. Only Dick Stewart hit the one. It was the only guy that did it. And it was when I didn't spin a home run minus. It was, I'm going to make him respin it. And the one time I was on a respin with challenge. My challenges stunk, man. Did I lose every challenge?
No, you won the last one there at the end, didn't you?
Did I win the last one? We did use both challenges. What do you think of the manager cards?
I like them. They're pretty cool. There's a lot going on with them, though. You got 5 different things you can do with them.
That's with Hall of Fame managers. You could get there's a manager that's only 1 point, and with that manager, all you get is just 1 challenge and 1 coach. And then there's the 2-point manager where you get 1 challenge and 2 coaches, and the 5-point, you get all 3 coaches and 1 challenge. And then the Hall of Famers, man, they're like overkill. I mean, they got it all, man. We both use double challenge. I love the challenge rule. You like the challenge rule? It
was cool. I like the new 3 cards. Those were really fun.
We had a balk.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. That's the first time I've had that in a long time. The balk was pretty cool. Move the runner up. That was pretty cool. You didn't want nothing to do with that 3 on the next time that it landed there. So now I'm gonna take the other one. That was 13-3 or something. So
Yeah.
take the single.
Second base hit.
Take the single. I don't want anything to do with that 13, with that 3. That's pretty cool. I like it. Well, guys, that's what we did today. We played the All-Star game here with the 1916 and 1961s, and these teams are available for you to purchase. I think they're like, $8 or $10 a piece. I don't know. Look at the catalog. They're there. Or call me. You guys can call me at Star Power Baseball. You can email me at warhammerworld@hotmail.com. You guys know the drill. Hey, let me give a couple shout outs right now. I got a friend up in California named Nick, and Nick's having a hard time right now, guys. He is on a list for kidney transplant, and Nick's a fitness crazy man. He runs all the time, jogs all the time, rides bikes all the time, lives out in Northern California, and right now he's having problems. Guys, keep him in your thoughts and prayers for Nick. Another thing out there, a little guy out in Philadelphia named Chris is going to have hip surgery next week, or the week after, one of the two. And Chris is a great guy, loves Philadelphia Phillies. He is a fan. So let's keep him in our thoughts too. And if I missed anybody, I apologize for it. I've been getting so many phone calls lately. I have been getting so many emails from everybody in Star Power Baseball. It has been so much fun here lately. And what you witnessed today was the brand new game board that we're prototype. This isn't finalized yet. And it's going to be coming out in October or maybe November. The game boards, this is the game board that you see right here. Let me shrink us down again. The game board that you see right here is not this is the only game board. That's not how it's going to be. Your home ballpark, whatever you want, can go right here. And you see where we have Hank Aaron here, and we've got Johnny Bench here, and we've got Joe Nux all over here, we've got Sandy Koufax. You can put any player that you want to right there. Also, where I've got Pete Rose over here, and I've got Willie Mays, which you can't see. I like to keep them there, but if you want to change them, you can. The new game comes out after we get the 2024 season over with, so that we can put the 2024 cards in there. Neither one of these two All-Star teams are going to be in there, but I already made the new All-Star team that's going to be in the game. I'm not telling what it is yet, but it's awesome. And I'll say this, it goes back, but there's no Babe Ruth. Okay? That gives you a hint as to what's going to be. And it's a fun game, guys. But no, the game's going to be coming out. We have brand new cards coming out. The new rule book will be coming out. So guys, just stay with us. You guys got questions? Now, what is your new game going to come with? We know that it's going to come with a dice for this, a dice for this, a dice for this, a dice for this. All these dice up here. Now, you don't get these dice. You don't get the dice with the numbers on them. You're going to get just regular six-sided dice like we put out in the past, because those others are not cost effective. They cost about $20 for a set of six. So I'm not going to do that. It's just too expensive to put it in. But that's the game. And we're thinking that the new game is going to sell in the 130 to 140 range with everything that's going to be in it. You're also going to get the flash drive with Team Builder, and you're going to get the rule and strategy manual. Pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be really nice. Guys, thanks for joining us today. We really liked playing with you and showing you the game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm moving everything around now, huh? Let's try to do this. What do you say? I'll forget it. We'll just be little. Guys, dice is nice, but the spin is in. We'll see you next time on Star Power Baseball.
See you.